What's good, guys? Welcome back. My name is Ryan Reeves, and this is Reeves Weekly.
They won't take me out my element. Nah, take me out my element.
So today, guys, I'm basically here to talk to you about a project that I totally wasn't assigned, and I totally just decided to do this by myself because my instructor definitely didn't tell me to do this, and because I just love science and I just love conducting surveys. And that's what I'm here to do, because man, knowledge is just so powerful and it's just so great and impactful. But that just science, man, science. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. But all jokes aside, I was assigned to do some research for my English class over a topic of our choice. But the catch was we had to answer a research question, and which we came up in class. So my research question was, why KU? Why did my peers choose to become a Jayhawk? Why did we choose to pit that big old enroll button all shining green with the Jayhawk right underneath? Well, for me, I was looking for a few things. I was looking for, of course, cost. I was looking for the school which needed my major, obviously. A school which recognized around the country, because you know, Jayhawk Nation, baby, you already know. Also, I was looking for the campus to be a looker, because I'm bougie like that. So, and money, man. We can't forget about the money. The money is always important. Money matters. So that's great and all, but I needed to see, some of the aspects of why my peers chose KU. And no, this is not a sales pitch, but why did y'all become Jayhawks? Why did I become a Jayhawk? Well, I decided I need to get a small sample of people, to take my part of my research. The best way I figured to reach out to them was by using the technology I had readily available. There were many methods I could have chosen from, but I decided to conduct a survey. And for those of you that don't know what a survey is, well, first of all, I'm going to be really concerned because it's kind of common sense, but hey, don't leave now, guys. Don't be offended. I'm sorry. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because guess what? If you don't know what a survey is, I'm about to tell you, because you guys are here for the facts, the knowledge, and that is what I'm here to tell you. Guys, a survey is basically one of many research methods where I have a series of questions which will answer an overall goal or, help me reach an overall understanding of something. And the beautiful thing about a survey, besides it being so easily accessible to everyone, is the fact that it is just so great because it is anonymous. Everyone who takes it, it's anonymous, which means that participants will not have to bear the weight or pressure on their shoulders of having, their names be attached to the confidential information that they provide during the course of the survey. So I made this survey using the outstanding service called SurveyMonkey. It's a website where you can make dope surveys for free. I recommend you all check it out. The questions on my survey basically were to assess, the level of importance on different aspects of why people would choose the college they choose. So things like money, location, aesthetics of the campus, athletics of the campus, all sorts of good things like that. And I told them to rank that between a 1 to 5. 1 being not important at all, and 5 being extremely important. The categories I assessed were the size of the school, legacy, overall cost, major, distance from home, what's the surrounding community like, aesthetics of the campus, tradition, as well as, of course, sports. I also had a section where people could implement their own little, influencers as to what made them enroll at KU. They could rank that themselves. I would then tally up the results of each category, on a point-based system made by yours truly. I would then find the average of each category and round depending on the decimals. This would lead to my answer, and boy, they were not surprising. Great minds think alike. The first category I evaluated was whether the size of the school was a large enough factor to influence people's enrollment. It scored a 3, which means that the average Jayhawk student didn't really think about the size of the school too much when deciding to enroll. The next on the list was whether legacy mattered to students or not. This question was a highly subjective one due to the fact that some participants in the study may have been the first person from their family to go to KU. Check me, for instance. This scored a 2. It can be inferred from this that students did not care as much when it came to legacy, or they just were first generation Jayhawk. Hey, if any parents are watching this, hey, this next one's for you. Overall cost, it was very important to students, and I'm pretty sure that y'all will be happy about that. Hey, I expected big numbers, and big numbers came. It scored a 4, people. Money matters. Majors were next. Hey, that's real important. That's why we go to college, to get into a specified field. Well, that's not the case for most students, because here it seems that, hey, I was surprised. They scored a 3. Looking at the actual survey, it was pretty even split, which was concerning because college is where we specify into our fields. But some people are undecided early on. Another score of 3 came from the distance. This wasn't too much of a surprise. I mean, basically this means that the distance from home was generally uncared for when deciding on enrollment. I don't know about you, but I needed to get out the great state and get to a new change of scenery, so hey, that's why I'm here. Next up was the surrounding community. That is Lawrence, Kansas, one of the best college towns in the country, so it's no big surprise that it scored a 3.5. That actually influenced some people's decisions on choosing whether to come here or not, because hey, people want that traditional college feel, man. At last, the last 3 were sports, tradition, and of course we have campus aesthetics. All 3 of those scored a 3. So non-factors, none of them really influenced people. I mean, some of them definitely did and some of them definitely didn't, but the answers were all over the place, so the average kind of brought it at a low, at a minimum in the middle. So it's just not too much I could take from there with the amount of people that I surveyed. But man, it's KU, come on now, basketball, what? Well, that was the survey, and to review it, it seems like the cost and surrounding community, since they both scored the highest scores, that was the most important to people. It was a really small sample. However, and with that comes limitations. Since I only took 4 dozen, that's 48 for those of you who are bad at math. 4 dozen, 48 people. When there are thousands of students in this institution, this means that my survey is still very underdeveloped, and to get a full understanding of why students chose KU, I would need more time and more resources, and either way, I still feel like this was a good start. Overall, the survey was interesting, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Whether it was for a class or not, it was kind of cool to see what my peers, were thinking. And I hope y'all learned a lot too, and hey, if you're watching this about to go to college, just pay attention to the aspects because they're important. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Share the video, guys. We make videos every week. Try to. College kind of holds me up, but hey, I'm out. Have a good night.